Hey, socks.
Let's go.
Fear not.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Zilmer, really tough match with Gwiz. Take us through it a little bit.
Yeah, me and Gwiz have a little rivalry going on. He's a great opponent. Thank you. It was just a fun match. He's a tough opponent, like I said. He's big. I'm not the biggest heavyweight out there, but it was a good match.
You know, beating a real credentialed guy like Gwiz, what does that mean for you in your career, being a guy like this?
Honestly, it's expected. I want to win those matches. We've put it in our heads thousands of times in those scenarios. We've played it in our head, like I said, a million times. So it's expected, and if it doesn't happen, we've got to keep going to win. But that's what we want. So.
You know, talk us through that final sequence. You know, he tries a roll that you're able to keep
from
from
so
yourself.
Me and Gwiz, like I said, have had history, and you know, he's hit me with that multiple times now. So I knew he was gonna take me. Got my hips up. I was like, I gotta scramble. I gotta wrestle out of this position. So I had my leg hooked a little bit, so I could, you know, kind of trip him back a little bit. So he had nowhere to take me. So it's a position we worked on a lot before. You know.
In this position after suffering injury, you know, not being able to even attempt to make.
Oh man, it's amazing. I thought I was done. I thought my career was over. I had 4 knee surgeries. It was a tough situation for me. Obviously, it was just adversity, and it was just you know, something that God put in my life, and I got to overcome it. So I was, you know, like I said, I've been in this situation 1,000 times in my head. I just made sure it happened. So my walkout song was Cody Johnson until you can't. So and where we come from, if you say the C word, we got 10 push-ups. So everybody's gonna hit me up probably after if they see the interview. So
best 2 out of 3 tomorrow with Mason. What's your history been with him?
We wrestled in 2021 trials. That was my first time up to heavyweight. That was the only time we ever wrestled. So we trained multiple times throughout you know, the years, but only one competition match.
What was the result?
I ended up losing that match. It was a close one. I think it was a 1-point match, 1 or 2-point match. But yeah, it was a good match. It was a hard fought battle.
2 out of 3 is a totally different thing, though, right? A best 2 out of 3. You've been in that situation before because you've been on a world team, right?
Yep.
So what do you got to do to get the 2? I know win 2 matches, obviously, but that's huge. You know, what do you got to do to make this a dogfight and get him where you want him?
I played this scenario over in my head. I said 1,000 times, and I'm just gonna go make it happen. I know what I got to do to win. Like you said, win best 2 of 3, but we got to make it a hard fought. We train this way. We train 1 match to a hard match after that, and it's a unique style, and it shows right now, especially late at night when we go and perform.
The knee surgeries, were they all on the right knee?
Yeah, all on my knee. So I just I got a staph infection, so I had to deal with that battle. But it was just something that was, I guess it was you know, it was a major thing, but at the same time, didn't realize, you know, it was a minor thing. You know, I just couldn't recover, couldn't heal, and yeah, that was kind of it.
Training in the Minnesota room, have you been able to train with Gable at all over the last few years? He's one of the only guys that really cracked the case of Mason Parris.
Yeah, absolutely. We've trained a lot. Over the last few years, we trained a lot. Last few months, we've trained a couple times, and he's the field that everyone needs and what I need. So he's the champ. So he's really good.
You think he's helped you prepare for this?
Definitely. Yep. Absolutely. He has. All my coaches have, and we're ready. So.
Has he given you any advice on Mason specifically?
Just little stuff. I mean, just not so much specific on him, but just to help my style, to help me out the best I can, and you know, get me where I want to be. So.
Hayden. Hey, this is World Wrestling Live. I'm here with Hayden. What does it mean to you to compete at the Olympic trials?
Man, it's everything. It's been a childhood dream of mine. Ever since I was a young kid, I wanted to wrestle in the Olympics. It's the only tournament that I haven't wrestled in. So I got 2 more matches I got to win to get that goal. So.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and I appreciate you taking the time out and good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you.
What are your jumps? 88 pounds? I
Yeah.
always bring this up, right?
Yeah.
What are your jumps from cadets to now? What do you weigh? What'd you weigh in at today, by the way?
I was like 225 or
So
something.
you're still small for the weight.
Yeah.
But you were an 88 pounder was when you started the USA Wrestling stuff, right?
Yeah. I was an 84 pounder.
84. Sorry, my bad.
84 pound champion. Then I was a cadet 91, and I just kind of made the progression. I started growing after I was after my freshman year of college. I started really putting on a lot of weight. Just height too. My dad's 6'6", and at the time I was like 5'8". So I had a lot of growing to do in his sense, you know.
You All-American, you 84, 184, right?
184.
Was that the highest you ever All-American at was 84?
That was the highest I went wrestling college.
That's crazy.
It was
so wild.
It was brutal making that weight.
I can see.
Did the injury affect your weight at all? Did you lose any weight? Did you end up gaining weight after?
I did. I lost a lot of weight. You know, it was just atrophy in a sense, but honestly, it made me stronger. I'm on a different level because of it. Mentally, physically, I was doing things in the weight room that I never could do before. By a long shot, and you know, I owe it to my coaches at Body Rejuve to help me out with that. They kind of kept me sane through the process. You know, I didn't know really what to think. These guys would put me through a hard workout every couple days, and it was really beneficial.
I feel like your size now is better than where you were at before the
definitely,
injury?
Yeah, definitely. I've put on a lot of weight. Started working with Coach Cal at training lab, and it's helped me out tremendously.
What year was the injury? The staph infection?
It was in 2023.
Oh, wow, recent. Okay.
Yeah.
So all the surgeries were in 2023?
Yeah, all the surgeries in 2023.
You had 4 surgeries last year.
4 surgeries last year. Yeah.
In what span? Like,
February was the first initial surgery. I just broke my kneecap, and that was the problem. And then, so you know, like it could have been something that was easily fixed and stuff like that. It just so happened that I got a staph infection, and then ended up having to deal with the, you know, fluid and stuff in my knee, and I couldn't get it out. Then I had another surgery in June. Had another surgery in July. Had my last surgery in August. Had to spend 3 nights in the hospital, and then I ended up having to do 6 weeks of IV antibiotics. So I'd have to go in every Friday and stick an IV in my arm, and it was pretty crazy. I got a lot of veins, and it somehow blew them up a lot. I don't know how that happened. I kept missing them or something, but it was a kind of a brutal thing, you know. Like I said, though, it made me way tougher. You know, I went months without sleeping, and you know, like I said, it's probably where I'm at right now.